Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Fragrance Friday. We have a bin full of stuff to talk about, so let's hop right to it. My office is quite the mess because I am planning for an event I have coming up. As you can see, stuff is piled everywhere. I'm really hoping after it's over and like kind of over the holidays, if I have some time off, I can just do some organizing, because I feel like I get organized and then something comes up and it's all over. Like I have to start all over again. So I'm seeing if I can find some scent notes. Okay, perfect. So I have my bin. I have some stuff in here. Let's just get started. As always, I will try to leave some timestamps below. And this is a really, really bright warmer, so it's kind of being a little bit much. But I wanted to warm some fragrance in here while I film. So let's hop to it. Let's dive in with the Scentsy first. Let's start with the brick I have. So I've been trying to work through all of the holiday brick releases. I had an one cube left in the top row of them all that I was trying to warm through to see my secondary thoughts on everything. So I did some sweet orange pomander. This is the only one I have in here, but I'm not sure if I talked about spiced eggnog, so I'm going to talk about that as well. This is like a spicy orange scent. When I smell it right here in the big brick clam, it smells very, very spicy. Like I get orange, but I get a lot of spice. I like it better while it's going like in the air. However, I don't know that I love it. I feel like I kind of wanted to do these without mixing them, just like the top row, test them out, that type of thing. However, for the rest of it, I may try out some mixtures, either like more vanilla or something bakery or something else to mix with this, because it's not exactly what I want it to be. I mean, it's good, and I think it smells like cozy because it's like spicy but not overpowering when it's going in the warmers. But it's just, I just want it to be a little bit different. And I don't know if I talked about spiced eggnog last go around, but I did the same thing. I used up the top cube. And same with that one. I like it, but I think it needs either more vanilla or more spice. It's just like something is missing. And I know I posted, someone had on Instagram done a mix of like spiced eggnog and sugar cookie, and I actually have bricks of both of those, so I think it'll work out perfect. But I plan on mixing those two together to see if that like gives the more vanilla that I'm looking for out of spiced eggnog. But I'm just getting something that I'm not like 100% loving. So at the current time, I haven't rebought any of the bricks, which I don't know. I feel like kind of shocked by it, but also I have a lot of bricks, so I'm not too shocked by it. But I just wanted to give them another good retesting before I just went out and bought them, like bought duplicates, basically. Okay, so I should have talked about pods first. I neglected to do that. But let's continue on with wax. So tonight I have going Orchard, Apple, and Spice. And this one completely, normally they have this like little dealie on the top, as you can see. This one was quite broken, so I had only got it in September, but yeah, it was quite broken. I really like this one. Almost cut myself there. It smells a lot better on warm than it does right here in the clam. Also, it's pretty like discolored. I don't know if you can tell that. Corey's always like, that's because it's such a spicy bar, but I don't really feel like it's that spicy personally. I just feel like this is a nice like apple pie type of scent. I really, really like it. I put it in my club. I will say though that someone had mentioned that they had this in the fragrance flower at their work desk, and either they or somebody they work with commented that they were getting almost like a bubblegum type of scent. And when I first put this one in today, like the first 10 minutes, I felt like I was getting that bubblegum scent. But also I think it was kind of like what we had been cooking, because I did it right after dinner, because I did some like Squeeze the Day pods just right in the kitchen for like 10 minutes, and I feel like that bubblegum scent went away. So I think it was a combination of cooking, but when I was smelling that, I was remembering that person saying that they did the fragrance flower in Orchard Apple and Spice, and they were getting, or their coworker had mentioned, someone said something about having like a slight bubblegum scent, which is funny because it's like a spiced apple scent, but I was getting that. It went away though. And then in the bedroom, I have going the Frozen 2 Fearless by Nature. This one, it's very, very nice and fresh, and I get the sage. However, I have so many like bedroom scents. I have a whole entire bottom drawer of my wax storage full of just bedroom scents. I maybe have room for like 5 more clams if I like stack them. Definitely not like put them side by side. I have to like absolutely love a fragrance to put in my club if it's a bedroom scent at this point. Like, I can't afford to just continually keep getting or buying bedroom scents when I have so many. Like, I really need to work through them. Maybe if I didn't have so many, this would be a repurchase, because I like it and it's very, very fresh, but I don't think I have space in my club for it at the current time. Next, we have a Villains Bar in Dark and Devious. And this one is good. I think I like it better on cold. If that, like, usually it's the opposite. Like, in this clam, I really, really like it. I get a lot of that, like, peppery type of note. Kind of similar to, in a way, of what I get in Ghostly Greetings. Like, this doesn't have fruit like Ghostly Greetings does, but I kind of get, like, that same peppery patchouli type of, like, dark note. But when it was actually going in the air, it was more like black pepper than like the sexy, seductive pepper I get in the, like, on cold. It was more just like peppery. So I didn't like it as much as I actually liked it while like just smelling it on cold. Like, I like it so much in the clam, but when it was going, it wasn't the same. And so I didn't do anything with that. Like, no club or anything for me. I also tried out the Haunted Mansion scent, 3 Thumbs Up. This is supposed to be like a pumpkin and a nutmeg. Is that the right spice? Is it? I think so. I like it on cold. Like, it's not bad. Pumpkin is like not my favorite. If we're doing the whole apples pumpkin, like, I tend to lean more apple. Or if we do if we have a pumpkin, I like pumpkin cinnamon swirl, like, not just straight up pumpkin. It's generally not my thing. This is kind of like a pumpkin bakery on cold. And people were saying it was similar to like a Bath & Body Works candle, one that I was not aware of, so I don't know what they were referencing. But also on warm, I didn't love this one. It was just like too pumpkin nutmeg. Like, not how pumpkin cinnamon swirl is like a hint of pumpkin with like a lot of good bakery. This was just like straight up pumpkin and straight up nutmeg. It was like not my thing, but I think people are really like going ham on that one. Okay, and then I have some Scents of the Season collection bars. These are available. So the first one I warmed is Fireside Chats. Did I talk about this one already? Oh, I talked about it in my launch video for the Scents of the Season. I was like, I feel like I've already reviewed this. That's why. So this on cold smells really bad. While it was going, it was a lot better. It was just like a nice, warm, cozy home type of scent. And it kind of gave me slight reminiscent vibes of apple s'mores, kind of how it had that smokiness, but like it was pretty complex. Yeah, it definitely smelled a lot better when it was going in the air than it did on cold. However, I probably will not be repurchasing that. I also did Bayberry and Currant. This one was really nice. It's like a fresh scent mixed with Christmas tree. But it's also fresh in the way that it's like a hint of cooling. You know how they have like Vanilla Mint, Eskimo Kiss, Silver Belt, all the scents, Arctic Kiss, they have that like cooling aspect because there's a form of like mint or something in them, but it makes it smell almost like a cold scent. So it's like fresh and has that cool aspect, and it has the tree. I did it throughout my whole open concept, even though it probably would have been more appropriate for the bathroom. But like I said, I have so many scents to use in the bedroom, bathroom. I just wanted to try it out. So I did in the open concept. I really like it. And I think if I would have used less cubes, I would have liked it more actually, because it ended up being a lot stronger than I thought. And I'm not really one for tree scents, so I think as it went on and on and on, the tree scent kind of stuck around and the other scent notes kind of died off, and it kind of started to get like a little bit much. So I liked it. I would maybe consider buying another one, but like I'm not married to getting more. And then the last one from the collection I did was Spiced Apple Chestnut, and I really like this one, you guys. This one is really good. It smells more woody in the actual clam. It smells like an apple wood type of scent. It really reminds me of something, and this in a way kind of smells like apple s'mores too. I feel like the Fireside Chats smells like apple s'mores more on the s'mores like fire end, even though it's called s'mores, but it's not like a graham cracker s'mores. I guess I mean like the woody fire burning end of apple s'mores, and this smells more like apple s'mores on the end of like the apple that's in apple s'mores, if that makes any sense. If you haven't even tried apple s'mores, then I'm so sorry. This though is like an apple in a wood, but not like apple cinnamon sticks, how that has oak in it. It's like, it's a different wood. It's very, very nice. So if you guys missed my Snapchat story on either like last Saturday or Sunday, I posted that I was trying to go in to add this to my club and it wasn't showing up, and it was because it didn't actually launch until Monday morning. So I was trying to add it to my club before it was even available for sale. So I like it. Needless to say, I haven't yet added it to my club, but I need to. And I need to go back in and make sure Waxy Wonderland is in there, because I may have taken it out for my like club that's processing right now, knowing I'll add it back in. And I may get another bar. I have one bar of cookies for Santa. I have like my wax is in a total mess. Like I said, I have an event coming up, you guys. So I need to dig that out to warm it, or I'll get another one, whatever. Okay, I have here the December scent of the month, which my kit is supposed to get here in like 2 days. I'm very excited. This is Black Forest Pine. So this is December's scent of the month. It's dark fir balsam, peppered tangerine, and smoked vanilla. Unfortunately, this little cup doesn't smell much anymore because the lid wasn't even like remotely on it. I did this last night though, and it smells good. It's like kind of tree, but kind of like it has eucalyptus in it, so it's kind of like fresh, but I think the vanilla really helps it out. I know that Mr. Kong's mom, Melanie, talked about doing Happy Birthday and a pine scent, and I honestly might try mixing something like vanilla or something along the lines, in like alternating, even like something going over here or something going over here with my more tree scents, because Icicles and Evergreen was a scent last month. This is the scent this month. I just have a lot of tree stuff going on, and while I like those two, they're not my total fave, and I feel like if I can mix them up a bit with that bakery, I might like them a little bit more. I'm really going back and forth whether I like this better than Icicles and Evergreen, which is crazy because, like I said, I don't really like trees, like tree scents. Like, I love a tree. I love putting up my tree, don't get me wrong. But it's not real, so it doesn't smell. I don't know. Icicles and Evergreen was such a good, like, authentic, cool weather, like it's cold outside with a tree, and this one's almost like deeper into the winter. You've had your tree for a while, and your man put on fresh cologne and he's standing next to the tree. Like, there's just a nice warmth about it and freshness. I really like it. It was a lot stronger I put this cup through my open concept and it was fairly strong. So I have to imagine a bar is going to get you pretty far. It was pretty strong. Okay, and then I have, now we're moving on to non-wax items. Usually I start with those. I finished up another pod set in pumpkin roll. I think I talked to you guys maybe about these last week, and here's what I ended up doing. I know I was in this funky, like I was asking you guys, I normally started my pods in the car in my Scentsy Go. I was going to say wall fan, but I was like, that is not right. In my Scentsy Go. I would then move them into my air purifier in the open concept, then the bedroom, then the bathroom, and then the hallway, and that's where they would die. I was finding, I would like, you take your pods out and you smell them up close and you're like, they still smell, but they're not scenting like the area. I decided, what if I end my pods in the Scentsy Go in my car, because it's the smallest space, and I feel like even though if they're like low on scent, they'll do better there. So I tested that out, and with my pumpkin roll pods, because they were in the last like segment of me moving all my stuff around, they did a lot better there. Actually, I thought they were totally out of scent, but I put them in my Scentsy Go, and I used them for probably like a good week and a half in my Scentsy Go, like to and from work mostly. Sometimes if I'm in like a meeting and I go to another office to like take notes, we have a separate office that we can like go into to shut the door, and it's like quiet and no one walks up to your desk and bothers you and you're like on a Zoom call. So sometimes when I go into those meetings, I'll like take my Go with me and turn it on in that office because it's just me by myself. So I did that a couple times. Even today I did that, but they could probably go like 1 or 2 more days, honestly. But I was like, okay, I'm done with it. So I have a pod rating strength tracking spreadsheet. I have it linked down below in every video. But these, I think last time I rated them as light. And this time, I mean, I still think they're light, but they lasted longer and did better in my smaller space, like my car. So I think if you're going to test out pumpkin roll because you're just obsessed with pumpkin bakery scents, do that one in a small space, and I think it'll do a lot better than I had originally thought. And then I had or working on toasted acorn and oak as well. This also, I feel like the wax smells more bakery and the other items in this scent smell more woodsy. But I just began this one, so it's going. I don't have like a pod rating for it. I honestly don't know why I put this in here, because I was looking for this earlier today, but I'm working on it. Okay, last Scentsy item is this bathroom cleaner in Sunkissed Citrus. So Sunkissed Citrus. This is the Scentsy bathroom cleaner. It has this funky nozzle because when you squirt it out, it foams up. I really enjoy the Scentsy cleaning products. Most of all, I like this, but I most of all enjoy the counter clean. Cleaning is not something I'm just like wake up and I want to do, but the Scentsy cleaning products make it a whole lot better because they come in a lot of great scents. They generally have like a really fresh array of scents all year round, but now that it's the fall, they've started releasing I know like Autumn Road Trip and Cider Mill are sold out, but they have like Perfect Peppermint, Evergreen and Grapefruit. They're coming with Winterberry Apple Tea coming soon, Very Snowy Spruce. Just scents like that are very like seasonal, and it makes cleaning just a little more fun, and you like get a good fragrance out of it instead of just like the old Pledge, you know, stuff like that. So the bathroom cleaner is nice. If you look at these, you might be like, why would you pay that much for cleaner versus like going to Walmart and buying something generic? Like I used to use Miss Myers a lot. But also if you're hosting a Scentsy party, like you should be doing, if you're like trying to get discounts, if you're already spending $200 in 3-month period, you should either be getting a discount by hosting a party or getting 20% back at least on your purchases by earning yourself a commission. Anyway, if you're hosting a party though, you get free product credit if you hit a certain threshold. And so you're not even paying for this stuff anyway, or you can use half price product credits. You can get this through Scentsy Club and you can get the discount that way. Like there's so many ways to get discounted Scentsy that in the end, if you're cleaning your bathroom and this is what makes you clean your bathroom, to me it's a win. Long tangent, but anyway. Okay, let's move on. I just have one candle. Let's maybe talk about that quick. So this was in my candle project pan. This was the Huntington Home. It's kind of bright, so it might be reflecting on the camera. Huntington Home Pumpkin Apple Fritter, which says on the bottom of it, bakery, pumpkin, and vanilla, which it obviously has apple as well by the scent notes. But I have a little marking on it because it was in my project pan for candles. You might be thinking, why is it so full if it was in your project pan? So I actually ended up finishing this one in the candle crock, which if you don't know what a candle crock is, it's basically a warmer that you set a candle on, but it has walls, so it's tall and helps your candle melt faster. And then it like fully pulls out, like this whole thing will be pulled so that scent can come out of it. So basically what was happening with this one, and I know I told you this in the candle project pan, the wicks aren't exactly where they were when I like was actually burning this, but the wicks were almost doing this thing where they were like evenly spaced, whatever, but as they were going down into the candle, they were like going down to meet each other, almost like they had the same base and then were like spread out like this. So instead of being like here, here, and here, they were like going like this. So as the candle was going down, they were getting closer and closer together. And so they were just not pulling, like because they were so close to each other in the middle, they weren't pulling around the outside. And so I was getting like a horrible burn. Like it wasn't burning all the way. This one I felt like had to burn and pull pretty well to like get scent going. So it was just not working. I was like, I'll just put it in the crock because I have 2 others of these. I didn't feel like I needed to savor every moment of it. But that was, I mean, not that it was frustrating because I don't mind putting candles in the crock, but I feel like if you were a diehard, gotta burn my candles to the last possible bottom because I don't own a candle crock, I could see how you would be upset with that one. So that's what happened there, but I'll be updating. I mean, I probably won't talk about it in my candle project because I'm talking about it here, but I'll roll something into its place in the candle project. Okay, let's talk about Bath and Body Works next. So finished off this Wallflower in cereal and cartoons. The notes are toasted cinnamon, crunchy cereal, cold milk, sugar crystals. I actually really liked that they did these. This was a really good one. It was kind of, I was nervous it was going to be like a lemon-based bakery scent because it was cereal and cartoons, and generally when people do cereal type of scents, they're like lemony, you know, like a Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms, or not even Lucky Charms, like Fruit Loops. What else do they do? Everything that's like lemon based. Like I never thought about it as being lemon based, and I would like eat those cereals, but now that people like make the sense of them and they smell lemon based, I'm like, oh my gosh, they really are lemon based. This one was just like, I don't even know what to describe what kind of cereal, because it's just like a cinnamon bakery, and not like spicy cinnamon, like bakery cinnamon. Maybe like what are those crunchy ones? Like they're little squares, not Life because I like that, but like the little crunchy squares that are like coated in cinnamon. That's kind of what it smells like. This one was really good though. It lasted a long time. I don't even think this is available anymore, but I would be happy to see that one back. I didn't get a candle in that one, but now that I know what it smells like, I would have. Probably the most exciting product in this update. I literally just finished this morning. It's a fine fragrance mist, and in one of my favorite scents, Agave Papaya Sunset. So she's completely gone. It was orange in here, so the blue like really popped against the orange. It looked really, really cool. I got this in an SAS for like 75% off, I'm pretty sure. I absolutely loved it, so I was like halfway savoring it. I like used it half up in a project pan and then stopped using it. Also, while I'm talking about this, I wanted to address, a lot of people have been asking me about Bodycare, like Project Use It Ups. And I was going to talk about this in one of them, but then I ended up finishing it. I addressed this in another video, but I have kind of an idea of a video I want to do along the lines of a Bodycare project use it up. However, it's not going to be like my old one. So that should be coming soon once I kind of get a little bit more organized here, but it won't be exactly the same as I used to do them. It might just be a take on a Bodycare use it up. But you guys have really, like, I've gotten a lot of comments recently about it. So I'm going to attempt to do a version that makes me just not, I feel like I was just putting too much pressure on myself on the old versions I was doing because I'm not like as into it as I used to be. But I think I might try to restructure it into a new version of it that I feel better about, I guess. And then I also finished this PocketBac in Pumpkin Cupcake. This is a really good one. I enjoy the hand sanitizer PocketBac, but I really love the hand soap in Pumpkin Cupcake. Okay, next we have some vendors, and we have wax pieces in the basket. Okay, I'm gonna try to organize them so I can keep talking timestamps. Okay. We have Melted Mousse County Fair, which is funnel cakes, cotton candy, and caramel apples. This one is, it's good, and it's like caramel apples, but also I think the cotton candy gives me almost a Salty Sea Air vibe. That sounds so odd because that's like not the notes. And when the wax was like in here fully and I first smelled it, I was like, oh yeah, it's caramel apples. But then once it was going in the warmers, and I've tried this one before and thought that, it like all came back. I was like, oh yeah, I did think this had Salty Sea Air. It was better this time than the time before it, but it just definitely came back into my mind like, oh, this has Salty Sea Air in it. If you're looking for a soft wax formula, I would definitely recommend checking out the Melted Mousse. I think they're having a Christmas scented RTS coming up sometime soon. Check out the Facebook group. Okay, next is L3 Waxy Wonders Butcher Knife. This is graham crackers, pumpkin, toasted mallow leaves. This was like, I don't know. Wait, is this the one? I feel like it was a different one, but maybe it was this one. It was like so smoky. Like it was like almost like a bonfire with pumpkin. But now that I read the notes, that doesn't exactly sound right. Because I think there was one that was called like campfire or something. But this is clearly called Butcher Knife. But I remember when this was going, like, this is the only L3 one I have in my bin, so I don't know if it was something else I didn't put in my bin, but I remember thinking, like, it's, like, very, very smoky, like, smokier than I personally would like to have going in my home. So I don't know about that one. I didn't really get, like, other notes, like, maybe hint of pumpkin, but mostly just, like, campfire-y type smoke. I don't know if that is truly this or if I'm thinking of something else. Not sure. Salt Mountain Melts Under the Boardwalk. This is caramel apple, caramel popcorn, and vanilla ice cream. This is also a fairly soft wax. It's a little bit hard to get your hands on Salt Mountain because they don't do many restocks. It's like pretty limited, kind of like Teddy B's. But this one was really strong and really good. I don't know that I'd want like a larger quantity than a souffle in it because I did 2 uses out of the souffle and it was like enough to get me over the hump of wanting this type of scent because while I love caramel apple, it was like very, very sweet. Not like a green apple. It was like a very, very sweet red caramel apple. So, okay. Next we have Rose Girls, and this is the end of the basket. So, we have Blueberry Pumpkin Pancakes Peeps Cake. This was the sampler I got in my big Kahuna box. And you guys, this was so good. I generally don't like blueberry type of scents in wax, but this was amazing. I don't know if it was the combination of like pumpkin, pancakes, peeps cake, all that mixed with blueberry, because it was pretty bakery heavy with a hint of blueberry. I think there was probably 4 squares in here, and I did them. I maybe did one at home, or I did them all at work, but it was really good. And I even got a comment. I did them on the days that like only me and my other coworker were in, like mostly everybody else was gone. I tried to like do regular sugar cookie, like simple scents when more people are in, but if I know they're gonna be out, I like do the scents that I want to do that are maybe just like a step outside of others' comfort zones. So when it was just me and my one coworker and everyone else was gone, I did this and it was a hit. I mean, I think everybody liked it. I got a compliment. Everybody, like me and her. I got a compliment on it, so I think it went well. From Rose Girls also, this was the mint sampler. This is Spearmint and Sweater Weather. This was nice. I feel like the Sweater Weather just took away from like, I wanted it to be like mint, 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 and that's it. Which the whole sampler was mint, so like, what do I expect? But there's just like a hint of manliness with that Sweater Weather. It was good, but like, I'd be happy with a plain mint set, honestly. Like, that doesn't bother me. I really like doing mint in the bedroom. And then I finished up this in the bedroom as well, which is kind of a funny place to do it, but it was kind of cozy there. It was Marshmallow Fireside. So this was a mini melter bag from Rose Girls. I really want to get kicking on my Rose Girls stash, so I used up this mini melter bag in Marshmallow Fireside. I don't know that I would like go back to repurchase that, because I do believe I have at least one Marshmallow Fireside candle, if not 2. And I feel like it's not something I would do. Like, I did it, but also I don't feel like it's something I would do year round, even though I probably thought I would when I got it. I mean, maybe, but it's kind of also like fall winter to me in a way. So I don't know if I would like rush out and rebuy that, just because I have a lot of Rose Girls to get through, and I think I have some like campfire marshmallows, like items that are pretty similar to that. So that is everything I have for the weekly home fragrance roundup. A happy Fragrance Friday. Let me know what you guys are warming down below. I would love to hear, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.